Welcome to a video. This video is for March 3rd on a Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope y'all will have a great day. As for me, it is currently March 1st on a Sunday. And the time is, 22:01, which is 10:01 p.m. This is my first take, so I hope everything will be going good. And I'm sorry for the old style. I wanted to do something new, but man, I am just very tired, and I think I'm overwhelmed with emotions and other things, but I gotta stay focused. Because no one cares. No one cares, and I really have to be my own hero because there's really no one going to save me. So I have to stay strong, and I have to fight that thought of giving up because no one's going to help. And let me put the keys here. So yeah, anyways, let's get started. I did make a list, and this will make it easier. I'm trying to make a habit of making a list. So the topic I'm going to talk about is homeless. And for those that don't know, I am homeless, but I consider myself a stealth camper, more of a bougie traveler, because for those that are going through the same situation as I am, I'm sure they're not prepared as I am, because I don't think they'll have a fridge, egg maker, coffee maker, even a little stove. So yeah, anyways, about the homeless, for those that have been following along, you'll probably hear me saying that there's an increase. Well, there's a significant increase, and I mean, they just are all over the place, all over, even in the richer areas. Because when I was at the BP location, there was even a person parking because there's a security guy that's there, and I usually park near that guy, but unfortunately he had to move because I guess that he can't even stand those people, so he moved his spot. And when I saw the people who were living in their cars, of course I don't want to be associated with that. So I moved too, and man, it is what it is. But the reason why I also brought it up is because my sleeping spot, it has been compromised, and I haven't really had a good sleep for about 3 days or more than that, because I just had to look for a different spot, and I'm getting less sleep and less sleep. I try to sleep during the day, but of course those people who are living in the car, that makes it known that they're living in the car. I mean, they also do the gig economy, because I'm doing Uber Eats. I'm not sure what they're doing. It could be that they're doing DoorDash or even Instacart or whatever it is, because I'm also by a market. And man, there's a lot. But I gotta stay calm, keep cool, and stay focused so I can get out of the situation I'm in. And yeah, and I also wrote, hopefully they don't ruin it for others, meaning the sleeping spot. Since they took my sleeping spot, I hope they don't ruin it for the neighbors. The ones that also are like me, stealth camping, that don't let it be known that they're living in their cars, I call them neighbors. And I hope those other people that are inconsiderate, hopefully they don't ruin it for them, for those that are keeping the peace. But who knows, we shall see, because a couple of my older spots, like I think a couple months ago, they ruined it. Those people that were inconsiderate, leaving trash everywhere, playing loud music. Now those spots, police are patrolling those areas now. And man, I don't know, but I do know is there are a lot more homeless people than before, and it seems to be growing every day. Every day. And man, I'm getting, I don't know, I don't want to say homeless because there are the good people, the ones I call them neighbor, but then there are the bad people. I don't really call them homeless. I call them bums or spiritually unalive. However, I'm trying to refrain myself from being too negative, because if I keep saying that, I might think all of them are like that. So that won't be good. So I'm trying to refrain from saying that. And yeah, anyways, moving forward, for the time being, I will say homeless, inconsiderate homeless. And I'll just leave it at that. I gotta try to use more positive words. And the next thing I want to talk about is work. I did 10 trips today. I made $95, which was great. 2 customers hooked it up. That made it go up more, because I could have made only, I think, $70. So from $70 to $95, whoo! I am grateful. I'm very grateful, because I got a lot of bills. Of course, I worked from 8:30 to 5 p.m. and I wanted to work longer, but I was just too tired. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I am exercising, I am eating healthy, I'm eating a lot more protein, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a spiritual thing. It might be. I don't know. Or fatigued with people, because my goodness. Of course, I'm trying to not snap, so I'm kind of holding it in and trying to rethink, like, okay, you know, it is what it is. Just gotta keep it moving, and maybe hopefully they'll get it, like, okay, this person doesn't want to be around me for whatever reason. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I forgot what I was talking about. I wonder, how do I turn off the voice control on Pingua? Because sometimes I hold down the power button. A Pingua, he's an Apple phone, and then voice control would come up. And I was looking, like, what is voice control? It looks like it's an old system where people who have Apple phones can do basic voice commands, like call a number or open a mail or something like that. But my Samsung, it could do that too. I don't use Bixby. I actually use the Google Assistant to do that for me, which is pretty cool. And anyways, next I wrote down, leaders don't tolerate. I saw this on my Facebook and I thought it was really cool. And I forgot what the speaker name was. I'm not sure if he was a pastor or just a doctor. I don't know. But I remember it's Monroe. And I think it's a fan page. But the clip was, he was talking about leaders, how leaders do not tolerate. And he says, I'm gonna paraphrase, and it's gonna be really bad because I don't really remember majority of the message, but he gave really good elaborate examples. So I'm just gonna give pretty much what I understood. How he was saying that leaders, when they go through things, there's things that they accept, but they'll come to a point where there's things they just cannot accept it anymore, and that's when they become leaders. They don't take it anymore. They just gotta go out there and change. Because he was talking about how man, I really forgot, but I could tell how what he was saying applied to me, because I've been tolerating with dealing with other people. I've been tolerating how just a lot of stuff going on, tolerating like making little money to just barely paying bills, tolerating my situation. I shouldn't tolerate anymore. I gotta figure out how to get out. And the one thing I keep seeing is the one way I could get out is by serving others. Not just serving anybody, serving the wealthy. But how do I serve them? So I'm trying to figure it out. But I just remember for me to be a leader, I got to stop tolerating the things that I'm going through. Stop tolerating, like for me, making excuses. But even though they're real excuses, still I gotta overpower that somehow. Meaning, like today, I just was so out of it. I literally did not want to do anything. I did not organize the car. I did not want to even do a live stream, but I did, which was great, which I'll talk after this one. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll focus on live stream only and forget about filming for the YouTube and with the editing, which I talked on my live stream, and I will upload it, so you probably see the live stream before this video. And yeah, I made a decision. You know what, if I truly don't want to tolerate what I'm going through, then I need to double up, meaning not only live stream but also continue to do the video editing. Because remember, for those that are following me would probably remember that I purchased a very expensive laptop specifically for video editing. Of course, it's to protect both my phones from editing, because I learned my lesson. My Samsung S20 Ultra went kaput, and my my Samsung S10 Plus started glitching because they're not made for long form video editing. That's why I got the laptop. And on top of that, I have a paid program, DaVinci Resolve Studio, and it's an awesome program. But the thing is, there's a huge learning curve, and I did learn a good amount. And if I don't use it, I will lose it, and I don't want to get frustrated, because I could tell if I stop for a bit, it'll be foreign to me again. Because it's not simple as the Power Director that I used, because Power Director was so easy, but this one, it's not the same. It's not the same. And plus the files I'm dealing with, I have to do proxies, and that's a little process that I have to go through, which I have not done before. I mean, I have done it before, but I'm not used to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Whew, calm down, because I'll start fumbling on my words. Calm down. Okay. But yeah, I mean, when I say I didn't do proxy, it was on the Power Director, but when I switched over to DaVinci Resolve, man, it's different. It is different. But it's good to know. It is good to know. What was I talking about? Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to tolerate for me making excuses of doing the things I need to do. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm out of it. Yeah, I got people fatigue, but still, if I truly want to get out of the situation, I gotta plow through. I gotta double up, meaning not only do the live stream, but also the video editing. But let's see. I mean, I say it, but can I truly do it? We shall see, and we'll go along the journey. But the one thing I truly have to remember is not to ignore the 3 commands that the Father of Heaven has given me, which I have been doing. I still have not studied Hmong. I am starting to work out the emotional mastery. It is getting better, but very slowly, but it is getting better. I am seeing an improvement, which I'm kind of surprised myself. Because yeah, usually I would be uber angry when things go out of control, but I kind of still get angry, but also I kind of reserve and just step back and kind of reflect a little bit. Anyways, let's move forward, because I don't want to drag the video too long. I want to try to attempt to make the video shorter and more efficient. Right now we're at 15. Yeah, about 15 minutes. So next is the live stream. I am going to try to schedule the live stream. If anyone is interested, please go over there and follow me, because when you follow, each time I do a live, it'll send a notification. And sometimes when I don't do the video too well, I won't publish it, meaning that it won't go up to Twitch, nor will I download it and upload it to YouTube, meaning that you will see my bloopers when I make bloopers. That's if anyone is interested. And yeah, sorry, my eyes are itching. Wow, my eyes are itching. Why? I think my hair is getting to my eye, that's why. Okay. My schedule for the live stream will be, well, I don't know the schedule for the actual live streaming. It'll be random. That's why I recommend, if anyone is interested, to follow me, because I think once I go live, it'll notify the follower, whoever's following. But for those on YouTube land, there is a schedule for those lives. I will upload them the next day at 7 p.m. in the evening, or 1900 for military time, and that would be for the live stream. But if it's over an hour and I make more live streams, like if it's in fragments, if it's less than an hour, then it'll be an hour after, meaning like if I do 2 live streams, the first one will be at 7 p.m. and then the next one will be at 8 p.m. But if the first one is over an hour, like let's say an hour and 30 minutes, then the first video I'll upload, it'll be at 7 p.m. and the next one will be at 9 p.m. if that makes any sense. And yeah, that will be the live stream, and I think that's it, right? Let's see. Yeah, what's next is I've gotta focus on organizing the car, because man, I have made more of a mess. I gotta figure out what to do with the MetaQuest 3, because I fixed the issue with the, I guess, the battery on the controller, because it wasn't working. I got the adapter, but I haven't really figured out how to connect it yet, so I gotta put time aside for that. But before that, I really need to set up I need to organize so I have space to put stuff in the back to organize things better, because right now things are kind of all over the place. My tech stuff, which is my laptop, the tablet, it's all mixed in with my clothes that I wear daily, and also it has my kitchenware in the back. So when I have to get one of those things, I have to dig through the things, which is kind of embarrassing to say, but it is what it is for the time being. Hopefully I can organize the thing. The other thing I also wrote down is to maybe, I don't know, maybe I should contact the neighbor that I was cool with, because he did call me last week. I don't know if it's okay for me to call him this week. He might be angry, but if he is, then I remember what the Father of Heaven told me. Israel does not need Egypt. Meaning the Father of Heaven will provide. So if he won't help, the Father of Heaven will help. Because I need a place where I could actually clean out the car, like do a thorough cleaning, because it's been 3 months and the car is pretty dusty. And if the neighbor could give me the spot, then I could clean out the car and also do an oil change, because I did go 5,000 miles on the car already, and I think doing oil changes is imperative. And I probably need to buy a new air filter. I would probably change it that every, I think, 10,000 miles, even though they say, I think they recommend for 25. I say 10 because man, something is not right with the air. There's like really dark black residue like on my car, I noticed. And I think one of them is brake dust, but it could be other things also added. So to keep the engine okay, I think it would be a good idea to change it more often, because those filters are expensive. They're expensive. And yeah, I think that is it. That is it for this video. I want to say thank you to those that have watched the video all the way through. If you are new and enjoy the content, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe, because any interaction with the video will help out the channel. It'll let the YouTube land know that I'm a good content creator and will push out my content even more. To all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful, because it is encouraging for me to keep it moving, keep it going forward. And also I need all the encouragement I could get, and it is encouraging for me. Man, I am so tired. And after this video, I'm going to have to do the description for the live stream. I think it was about 40 minutes. Yeah, Anyways, well, I'm stretching this video. Oh no, it's going to be 21 minutes now. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next, the Father of Heaven willing. Hallelujah and Sinji Dua. And I hope y'all will have a great Tuesday.